Hi everyone, this is Shristhi from Annamalai University. I am a research scholar in the Department of Sociology. Today I would like to talk to you regarding mental health and COVID-19. So you must be thinking why I chose this topic. But one thing interesting about this topic was I could relate to it personally, because this COVID-19 has not been only the physical body. I feel this COVID-19 has also impacted us mentally. So talking about the COVID-19 and mental health issues has been extremely important, because the physical pain, the physical injuries this COVID-19 has been giving, we can see it, right? It is tangible. But this COVID-19 and the mental health issues can't be seen, but we can feel it as an individual. It is putting an impact on each and every one of us. So therefore I choose this topic, and I will be sharing with you my experience with COVID-19 and mental health issues. So to start, when this COVID-19 started in India, it was in March, second week of March, and my university was functioning pretty well. And all of a sudden, from March second week, there was the classes got suspended, and we had to stay back. So few of the students, they went back home, and I stayed back thinking that the lockdown will be ended soon. But I was wrong. And for that week, that first 2 weeks, it was a lazy week for me. I was sleeping, I was eating, I was doing whatever I wanted. I basically did not come out of my room. I followed the strict lockdown rules. I stayed inside my room, but I pampered myself. I did whatever I wanted to do, because like you all, even I wanted a day off, and I was getting a lot of day off, so I wanted it to be a lazy one. So what happened was, I was pretty sure that after the lockdown, after the mentioned dates of the lockdown would be eased, it would be taken off, and we could go back to our university. But that wasn't the case. The lockdown extension started, and it was going on and on, and the COVID rates were going up day by day. It was not coming down. And at that point, I realized that it's going to go for a long time. And it was that time when you start to think. And that was the point of time when I started to think. I started to think, why did I stay back? When all of my friends were going back home, what was I doing staying back? What was I thinking? Then those things were there, and that thought process was there, the overthinking thing was there. And every day that thinking, staying in the same room, I used to feel that the room is getting smaller, it's getting more cramped. I was feeling suffocating. I was getting suffocated. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to cook. I didn't want to eat, because I have practically done whatever I wanted to do in the past 2 weeks. So now I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want that excitement thing. Everything had just gone. And that overthinking phase had started. And I used to get up every morning with the news of COVID, and I used to sleep checking the news of COVID. So that was my case. That was like every morning, every night I would check, and I would get depressed, thinking that when it's going to end, when it's going to lessen, but it wasn't. And my university is in Tamil Nadu, and Tamil Nadu, the results that were coming, the active cases were coming, it was increasing day by day. And at one point I got scared, because I was left alone in the building. Everyone had left, or when the other lockdown got lifted, when the transportation got lifted, most of the people who were left back from other localities and my localities, even they decided to go back home. And I couldn't go back home because I have my own health issues, so I had to stay back. And when that thing happened, I used to feel scared. I used to feel like if something happens to me, then who will be there to take care of me? I'm in a place, in a very different place. I don't speak the language. I don't understand what they are trying to say, and I'm stuck here. God forbid if anything happens, then what's going to happen to me? These thought used to haunt me every day, and I used to feel depressed, and I started getting panic attacks. I used to get anxious all of a sudden. I used to be eating my lunch and I used to get panic attacks. I used to watch a movie, I used to get panic attack. At one point I stopped doing everything. I used to just lay in my bed and think. Then at that time I started fainting. So I fainted first. I took it casually. Then second time, then third time. I felt scared after the third time. I felt like if I keep fainting like this, then no one is there to know what's happening to me, because this is the COVID situation, the lockdown situation. People will not know what's happening to you, right? And at that point, it was scary. All I can say, it was scary, and I was panicking like anything. And when my friends, when my guide, they used to call me, I used to cry. I used to say, I don't know what I used to say, but when I used to hear the voice, I used to cry. I felt terrible. I felt miserable. I felt like the whole world has moved on and I'm left there alone. But that wasn't the case, It was just me and my thoughts. That wasn't the case. Then after, it took me a while, a time, when I started talking with people, that I realized that everyone was going through the same issues, same problems. Even the most successful person, even they are going through it. People with their family, even they are feeling anxiety, Everyone. It was not just me because I was alone. It was everyone. And everyone I talked to, they shared with me their problems. They told me, yeah, even we feel like that. Even we get panic sometimes. Even we feel like that. Even we feel that something is not right. Even we feel like what's going to happen. Even we are scared. It's not just you. And that time I felt relieved. At that time I felt like I should have talked to them more often. I felt like, yeah, everyone is going through the same. It was just not me. Why am I overthinking? And these are people, these are friends. If you start talking to them, they'll come to you, they'll help you. So it's just that I need a conversation. I had to talk. I need to convey what I was feeling, right? So if I don't convey my feelings with everyone, they are not going to understand what's going on with me. And with that, I started talking, I started having a conversation, then I realized everyone is going through the same. And on a positive note, I thought, yeah, the whole world is going through it. So what's there to worry about? Why am I worried about my career? Why am I worried about something? See, when it's not just me who's lagging behind, right? The whole world is lagging behind. And right now, career, right now, education, all those things are in a standstill. What is the most important thing is our health. And our health is interrelated, If you are not mentally fit, your physical body cannot be fit. So it's your mind is very, very strong. It can cure you of any disease. And to make your mind strong, you have to be positive. The optimistic thinking will make it strong. That I realized. Once you can tell your mind everything is right, you can do it, you are strong, nothing will happen, then your body, your physical body will start responding to it. Now it's nearly been a month. I'm good, I haven't fainted once. So I'm eating no matter what. So sometimes you don't feel like eating, but make it a point to have your food 3 times a day, because your body needs nourishment. Do some exercises. Invest your time in things that you love. I love gardening, but there were plants in my room, the previous room. Now I changed my room because in that locality, most of the students, they had just gone home. So I felt alone. So I came to a different area where there are lots of people, students. So my building, the students are there, so I feel connected. So I feel that someone is there to listen to me. I get a sense of security when these people are around. So I just shifted. So now I've started keeping lots of house plants. I look after them. I like seeing them grow. So when I look at them, when I see them grow, then it's something that makes you alive again. Start cooking, start eating, start drawing, start reading books, and whatever things that I had stopped doing, actually I'm started to doing again. I've started attending conferences, webinars, and they are quite positive, and it was just like I had lost a part of me by overthinking. Now I just got it back, and I feel more positive, I feel more relaxed, I feel more strong. I feel now I can do it. Come what may, I can do it. So it takes time to realize what's going on with you, but once you talk, once you share, once you accept yourself, once you communicate with your friends, with your families, everything will be right. And it's just that you have to be positive all the time. Being positive is the most important, necessary, essential thing in this time. And on a positive note, with my positive experience, I would like to say it a positive experience because all those things had helped me realize that you have to believe in yourself, believe in what you do. So that experience, this experience for me, it might have started rough, but I choose to bring out the positive out of it. And on a positive note, I would like to thank you all for watching my video, and do subscribe it. And if you have any topics that you would like us to cover, you can just leave us a message, or you can just write in the comment. Thank you so much.